Hello, hello. It's the Hands of Anna Walker again. Hi. Welcome to the studio of StabThingsIntoExistence.com. I am still working on this beautiful fluff that is going to be turned into some Ukrainian inspired flags slash banners slash mandalas. The thought is coming together as I am working on blending these fibers, and I've got a base, so I'm going to use pre-felt as the base, and I'll keep you all posted. You'll see some more tomorrow because that's going to be our What to Felt Wednesday. But today I wanted to answer a pretty basic question. When am I done with the felting? It's a good question because you can stab things and keep stabbing things and keep stabbing things. You can roll felt and keep rolling it and keep rolling it. But if you don't know how to tell when it's done, you could go on stabbing or rolling forever. So I wanted to give you a couple of examples. And as I'm talking, I'm thinking of yet another thing that I should have brought over here. And I'm looking around. That's all right. No worries. So this is needle felted. This is wet felted. And I'm going to show you how to tell when things are done. There's a first test that you can do, and it's called the pinch test. Now this works with either needle felting or wet felting. And basically what you're trying to do is pinch the fibers apart from each other. And if you can't pull them apart, then you've got a piece that is well felted. Now let's take a look at this one. Oh, this one, there are areas, see that? I'm pulling up fibers here. So there are areas on this that aren't quite felted yet, and some of these areas are pretty loose. So that's another way to look at it. The pinch test will tell you whether it's wet felting or needle felting if you are done. But what if you're not doing something flat? I mean, this, even though it's shaped, it's still a flat piece of felt. This is definitely a flat piece of felt. What do you do if you're doing a sculpture? Well, when I am teaching classes, I always show people how I tell whether or not a stake is done, because it's the same way I tell whether or not felt is done. So if I'm doing a felted sculpture, I hold my hand like this. I tell my students to hold their hand like this. And there are 3 places that you want to feel. And not only will this tell you how well done your stake is or isn't, it'll also tell you how well done your felt is or isn't. So here's the first spot, right between the second joint of your thumb and the third joint of your index finger. Really, really soft and squishy there, right? That is rare stake, and that is a rare sculpture. You are not going to pass the pinch test when you have a felted sculpture that is this squishy. I guarantee you, okay? This is the next place, between the second and third joints of the index finger. And you can compare how they feel. This is super squishy. And right here, there's a little firmness there. I doubt that you'll pass the pinch test, particularly if you are rather aggressive with the pinch test like I am. But for a sculpture that's not going to be handled, or a piece of jewelry, you know, maybe it's earrings that are on an earring hoop, maybe those can get by with a medium, you know, felting. This medium felting is really the base of where I instruct my students to do their felted sculptures. This is not going to withstand anything at all. It's not a felted piece at all. It's still pre-felt at this point, because at this stage you can pull things apart still. At this stage, yes, you could technically still pull things apart, but it's a little more difficult to do so. And for something that's not being handled frequently, for a sculpture that's just going to be sitting in a window or on a shelf, or a felt painting that is going to be behind glass, you can get by with a medium felting. If, however, you want to have felt that is sturdy enough to withstand handling, withstand moving, maybe it's a bracelet cuff that you're making. You want to be able to take that on and off and be able to wear it with your clothes and it being brushed against, other clothing or your handbag or something like that. You want to have a well done felt. This is a well done stake. This is also well done felt. And you can tell in this spot between your first and second joints of your thumb, there is no squish at all there. I mean, there is nothing there at all. So this well done felt, this medium felt, this is the least amount you want to have your piece felted. You at least want a medium felt. And if you're going to be wearing it a lot, you want or handling a lot, you want a well done felt. This rare stake, not my favorite, and rare felt, definitely not my favorite. So that is a very easy way. Those two tests will help you figure out whether or not you're done. Remember, the first one is a pinch test. You're trying to pinch the fibers apart. I know this seems counterintuitive, but this is how you tell whether or not you've got your felt done. And that pinch test is really the first test that I do. And if I can pull fibers up, like I can pull fibers up here, then I know this felt is not done. Now, as I'm feeling this, this is borderline medium felt. It's got a little squish to it. It doesn't have a lot of squish to it. There are areas that are less squishy than others, but because it didn't pass the pinch test, I still have some work to do on this. When it comes to sculptures or anything else that's got a little bit of oomph to it, I mean this, when I feel for a squish factor, there is no squish factor at all. This is well felted. This is going, it's really close to a medium felt. Remember, tuck your thumb in your fist, rare felt, medium felt, well done felt. And that's Tell Me Tuesday. I will come back to y'all tomorrow and we will have a What Felt Wednesday. Pardon me, I was hoping I could finish before I coughed. And we will be talking about the colors that I have been putting together for these pieces that I am making in support of the war going on in Ukraine and the donations that I'll be making. 100% of the proceeds of these peace flags, I guess that's what I'll call them. I'll call them peace flags. 100% of the proceeds of these is going to go to the Red Cross's efforts in Ukraine. And I hope to have these ready to put up on the website here within the next several days. So I will talk to you all later. See you tomorrow. And that is our Tell Me Tuesday. See you later. Bye.